We will move now to our closing statements. There was a coin toss to determine who would have the last word. Mr. Van Hollen won that coin toss, and the last closing statement will be done by Mr. Van Hollen. Ms. Edwards, you will have 1 minute for your closing statement.
30 years ago, when Barbara Mikulski ran for the United States Senate, people told her, the political establishment said that she couldn't do it, she couldn't win it on her own without inheriting the seat from her husband. As Senator Mikulski likes to say today, 30 years ago they told me I didn't look the part, and today the part looks like me. On April 26, we have an opportunity to make history again and to add a perspective into the United States Senate that really reflects the great vision of who we are. We have an opportunity to fight, as I will do, for that young man or woman who just wants to rebuild their lives and needs it and deserves a second chance. And for those senior citizens every single day. I have done that as a member of the House of Representatives, and I will continue to fight on behalf of all of Maryland senators, Maryland citizens. And let me just say this in closing. It is a tremendous point of pride to represent the people of the great state of Maryland. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr. Van Hollen.
Well, thank you. When I think of Senator Mikulski, I think of someone who's focused on delivering real results to all Marylanders. And we cannot rest until every child from West Baltimore to Western Maryland and from East Baltimore to the Eastern Shore gets the very best start in life and the very best education. And we can't rest until we have an economy that works for everybody, not just the 1%. Until we end the scandal of mass incarceration and the scourge of gun violence, and we address climate change. It's not enough to identify these as big challenges and issues. You've got to put forward solutions if you want to move the country forward. And I'm the only candidate who has put forward solutions on all these big issues. Look, it's not enough to talk the talk. We've got to walk the walk. One of my favorite sayings is that the world needs dreamers and the world needs doers. But most of all, the world needs dreamers who do. Let's be dreamers and doers together. I ask for your support in this election.
Thank you very much. Candidates, we do appreciate your time here today and your airing of the questions and the issues that are important to the voters here in the state of Maryland. We, of course, want to thank the sponsors for today's event, the Baltimore Sun, the League of Women Voters, the University of Baltimore, and all of our staff here at WJZ-TV. Special thanks again to our panelists this evening, Mr. Dan Rodricks, Andy Green, and Ann Cotton. I'm Vic Carter, your moderator for the evening, and we want to thank each and every one of you for watching and joining us here this evening. And please remember to vote on April the 26th. Good night, and again, thank you.
All
right. Campaign 2016 is a special presentation of WJZ, Maryland's news station.